Hey there guys, it's Tina and I'm back. And I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. If you're also back, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me again. But if you're new and maybe you like what you see, please consider subscribing because we have tons of fun here on this channel. So today we're doing a get ready with me video featuring this hair look. I am headed to the airport, so I wanted to just get ready with you guys, doing a simple look and showcasing the new Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette, which is a rosy tone palette, okay? And I wanted to test it out for you guys. And I also picked up a new shade of my Givenchy foundation, so I'm trying that out in this video too. This was such a simple and easy look to create, and I think it's definitely wearable for every day if you just want to spice up your look or you're going to the airport. But before we get into that, I do want to thank today's sponsor, Ana Luisa. I have been working with Ana Luisa for well over a year now, and I am so happy to partner with them to showcase their jewelry line because they make some of my favorite pieces in my collection. And right now they're having a buy one get one sale where you can happily buy a piece of jewelry or a pair of earrings and get a second one at 40% off, which is perfect timing for Mother's Day because who doesn't like receiving jewelry for gifts? My mother personally loves getting jewelry as gifts, and so do I. And these pieces are so well made and high quality, and there's so many styles to choose from that you're sure to find something that will fit your style as well as your mom. And while you're getting her a gift, just treat yourself to something. I'm wearing some of my favorite pieces right now, and I've been getting into rings lately, and I've shown this ring before because it is one of my favorites. This one I highly recommend trying out, but there are other rings to choose from as well, such as this quilted ring. And what I love about Ana Luisa jewelry is that they tend to have matching earrings for these different pieces. So if you were loving your quilted ring and you wanted to get the matching huggy earrings, they have those available. One of my favorite pieces from Ana Luisa is their goddess necklace. It is so beautiful, it's so elegant, and it represents the strength and power of women. So I love this necklace so much, and I was so happy when they launched the matching earrings. It is a perfect stacking earring, and I love that it pairs so well with the matching necklace. And I'm also wearing their signature hoops. You guys know I love a good hoop, so these are their open style hoops that I absolutely adore. They're also very lightweight and comfortable to wear, so they don't weigh your ears down, which I appreciate because I love stacking earrings, and if I'm going to wear earrings like these, I need them to be very comfortable in my ears. Most of their jewelry is gold-plated brass or sterling silver, which makes them a little bit more affordable while still retaining that quality because the gold plating is very thick and very high quality. None of my pieces have tarnished. You do have to still take care of them though, so don't spray them directly with perfume or alcohol, and don't wear them in the shower just to avoid any tarnishing. And so far none of my pieces have tarnished over time, and I've had my pieces for years at this time. And I also love their commitment to being environmentally friendly, so they use recycled materials from their packaging straight through their jewelry making, and they try to be carbon and water neutral, which I truly appreciate in any company. So if you're interested in checking out any of their pieces, I will leave a link down below. Even if you just want to go ahead and browse the site, use my link down below to show your support and check out all the items on their website. They have so many options, from earrings to necklaces to rings that I showed you, as well as bracelets, which I'm also wearing two of my favorite pieces. I forgot to show you guys these. So this is a watch band style bracelet, and I absolutely love it. It's so easy to wear, and it just dresses up any outfit. And because it has this latch closure, it's so much easier to put on yourself because you know we struggle with putting on bracelets and necklaces ourselves, especially when you have nails such as mine. And then they recently added this thicker chain link bracelet that I'm absolutely in love with. Again, it's a more casual piece, but it dresses up an outfit, and I absolutely love it. So make sure you check them out, and let's go ahead and jump into this airport friendly look featuring the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette. Alright guys, so as usual, we're starting off with a clean, freshly washed face. I already filled in my eyebrow and I went in with a bit of my NARS Complete Coverage. What is it called? I keep messing it up. Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Caramel under the brows to crisp up that shape. And I also buffed it into my inner tear duct just to cover up some of that darkness, child. And we're gonna go in with a bit of moisturizer. So I grabbed the Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisture Cream, which is meant to be calming and hydrating. I picked this up during the Sephora sale after I did my haul video talking about all the Glow Recipe products that I picked up. One of you guys mentioned the Banana Souffle Cream and I'm like, oh, that's so cute, I want it. Now, it doesn't smell at all like bananas. The Plum Plump Hydrating Cream that I picked up, I think I prefer this one because it has that scent of plum, but this one feels pretty comfortable on the skin. It's a little bit heavier, well, not heavier, it's a little bit more hydrating, a little bit denser than the Plum Plump. So if you have dry skin or you wanted a little bit more hydration, I say go for the banana, but I really love the Plum Plump. But happy to try it out because, you know, Glow Recipe, everything is so cute. I can't stand it. Anyway, today we are trying out the new Patrick Ta Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. Honestly, I wanted to use the Born This Way Sunset Stripped palette from Too Faced, but then I was looking at the two of them and I'm like, they look so similar. Obviously, the Too Faced has more shades included. So Too Faced has 16 shades, Patrick Ta has 12, and 2 out of the 12 are cream shadows. So they're definitely different, but they have like corresponding mattes and shimmers. And oh my god, I think I like both, but let's do the Patrick Ta today. I'm about to head to the airport, so this is going to be very interesting to see how this holds up. So let's start out with the lighter cream shade, which is Loyal. Come on in. So I really like the Patrick Ta cream eyeshadows. I think it's such a great formula. I think he does creams really, really well. His cream blushes, his cream bronzers, they're so well done. They blend really nice into the skin and onto the skin, if that makes any sense. They don't just sit on top, they don't look too heavy. They become one with the skin, and then they pair really well with powders, whether it's eyeshadow or powder blushes or bronzers. They don't get cakey, they don't look crepey, they just work really well. So I really like his formulation. Oh my god, I love this color already. So I'm just blending that all over my lid to act as an eyeshadow base. I already have eyeshadow primer down. I use my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion, but that is just to help prevent my eyeshadows from creasing. And since I'm using this cream shade, I kind of don't want it to crease, but this eyeshadow cream is gonna act as a base to help our eyeshadows to pop. All right, so let's start out with this base shade, which is Amore. It's a little bit richer than I would typically go in with for like a blending shade in my crease. So if you have a lighter skin tone, you can mix in the, is it Loyal? So if you wanted to lighten it up, you can mix it in with the shade Crush, which I'm actually going to do. I just picked it up on my brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk blending brush, and I'll just buff that in my crease. So blending the two shades together will give you a little bit more of a lighter pinky beige. These shades are all on the rosy side. So even the brown shades, the tan, have more of a pinky hue to it. Oh god, I love Patrick Ta's mattes so much. They blend so well. I'm just, okay, I'm just in love. The shimmers I wasn't in love with from the previous palette, and he had like this funky shade. Let me show you. I literally just dropped this palette. Oh, nothing happened. Okay, fine. So it was, this light shade had a little bit of micro shimmer to it, and I just didn't like the texture. And then this middle shade here also has a similar texture with that micro shimmer. These textures were awful, okay? And then these two lighter champagne, well, this one is a peach, but like these two lighter shimmers, oh my god, awful. And I didn't even like the deeper shimmer, but it wasn't as bad as these two that have the mix of micro shimmer in it. This also has micro shimmer, but it has more of a metallic or frosty base, so the shimmer sticks a little bit better, but these have more of a satin or matte base. So these two were just awful, and then these two shimmers sucked. So it was like the mattes were fine. These 4 mattes, the 2 creams, this shade, and then that was it for me. So it was like this palette was a wash because most of the shades just suck. And if I'm going to spend that much on a palette, I don't need like half the palette to suck, you know what I mean? But with this one, the shimmer formulation changed and he didn't include any of those stupid satiny matte shades with micro shimmer. So far I'm much happier with this shade selection, but let's go in and build up this look. Let's grab the shade Devotion now, and I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics number 5 brush and just buff that on the outer crease and outer V. This is just a bit deeper than the tan rosy shade, so it's a little bit like a, oh god, you know, I don't mind. I'm coming around, all right? I'm finding myself attracted to rosy shades and even like rosy pinks, not true on pinks. I mean, I don't mind a pink now. All right, I'm warming up to pinks. Okay, and I'm definitely warming up to rosy tones. Now mauves, not so much. Like if it's purpley, I don't want it, but if it's more on the rosy side like these shades are, I'm vibing. Like I'm picking up what they putting down right now. So all these neutral palettes that are coming out with these rosy shades, I'm with it. Like the Melt Cosmetics Gemini 2 that has those rosy shades and a couple of like peachy tones, like I'm all about it. And even this palette I'm definitely liking. And let's grab a little bit of that rosy shade and pull it into the center of the lid, not pulling it towards the start of the lid, just on the outer lid to build some color. And I'll just blend that across to, yeah, I'm gonna round out the look with a shimmer, but I want to give it a base to start out with. Now let's grab Passion. I'm going to use the same V5 brush and apply it in the same way we did the previous shade, to add some continued depth to that outer V. And look at, oh god, I love these shades so much. Now you can stop here, honestly, because this is enough depth for an everyday look, if I'm honest with you. But you know me, I love a dark outer V, so I'm gonna go further with it. So we're going to grab the deepest shade, which is Heartache, and I'm grabbing that on a smaller blending brush. This is from Hakuhodo. It's the J5523 brush, and I'm just going to concentrate that on the very outer crease, again to give myself a little added depth, because you know I love a good smoky eyes. But I'm not building this up too much or pulling it too far into the crease. I want to still keep the crease pretty light. And I cleaned off my number 5 brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to go around the edges of the shades in the crease just to blend and buff, because we're pretty much done with the base look that we are creating. Ooh, yes. Now, of course, I'm gonna have to pull in a shimmer against my better judgment because I love an all matte look. So let's grab the deepest shimmer, which is Affair. I'm also grabbing it because it is the smoothest, most metallic shade. So it's a little bit more up my alley. I prefer a smooth metallic. I don't like glittery chunky shades at all, and that is so pretty. That applied so well. This is giving more of a smoky nighttime look, even though like it's definitely the middle of the day and I'm going to the airport, but who gonna check me, boo? I mean, they better check me in TSA. Come on now. I'm not gonna leave you hanging, so I'm gonna use one of the fun shimmers. This is Desire. And to be on the safe side, I'm gonna dampen my brush. This is a BK Beauty 207 bullet brush, and I'm just gonna apply that shade on the inner lid and tear duct area. Oh Lord, it's more of a topper shade, but it has like this pinky hue to it. And dampening it definitely intensifies the application. That definitely did a little bit more than I was prepared for, so I'm just gonna blend out the edges with the brush that I used for the deeper shade, but I wiped it off, you know? I don't want the darker shade on the inner tear duct, but I definitely need to tame the shimmer because it got, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Now let's highlight the brow. I'm gonna use the shade Crush, and I'm just gonna pop that under the brow with my MAC 252. Oh, that's a good shade. It has like a little bit of a sheen, or am I seeing things? It feels like it's not completely matte, or maybe it's just such a creamy matte that, oh my god, that's such a good, oh, yes. Should I take this with me on my trip? I wasn't going to, but now I'm like, maybe, maybe. All right, I think that looks good. Let's pull out and work on the face. I feel like I should apply, well, no, this feels fine. It feels fine. I don't need, I'm not gonna use a primer. I'm just gonna leave it as is. And the foundation I am going to use is from, should I use the Givenchy? Yes, I'm going to use the Givenchy foundation. The new shade I picked up is 5 and 390. So this is the Prisme Libre Skincare and Matte Foundation. So it has all these claims about 24-hour smoothing, 24-hour wear, 24-hour that. And since I'm gonna be on a plane and I'm wearing a mask, I'm gonna wear this, all right? So let's go ahead. It's a little bit deeper. Oh, okay, don't look at that foundation, but it's still a little bit dark. So maybe I'll mix in something light. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to grab a bit of my Il Makiage foundation. It's the Woke Up Like This foundation. It's slightly lighter. This is shade 160, which I have to do an update for my Il Makiage foundations because I did go ahead and pick up a different shade. It's a match that I chose for myself, so I wanted to compare the quiz choosing my foundation versus me choosing my foundation. And honestly, a couple of you guys let me know, and I found this out after I did the video, okay? So I was going through the site and choosing another shade, and I was trying to see if they had a different foundation. They have one foundation. So why are they asking you about your skin type and your age and all this stuff as if they don't just have one option for me? Like, you should have just stuck to matching the shade, but I mean, I guess they wanted to keep this quiz fun. Maybe that's their excuse, or maybe I'm just making that up for them. But you should have just stuck to undertones and figuring out people's matches that way, rather than asking me about my skin type and how I prep my skin and all this nonsense, because it didn't equate to a damn thing with your one foundation, which I like the foundation. So it's not like I'm clowning the foundation. I do like the foundation, but like all that to go through, it was unnecessary because, come on, just match me and shut up. That's how I felt. So whatever. So buffing that on. I do like this foundation as well. I just feel like I haven't found a great match. And I went in store because there is a bougie Sephora about 30 minutes from me, 35 minutes in this bougie area. So it's in this really ritzy, expensive, like rich neighborhood. Don't even ask me what I'm doing over there, child. But they have like a strip of luxury stores. So Gucci, Valentino, Louis Vuitton, La Perla, all of them, right? In the mall. And not in a mall, but like a plaza. It's not a plaza, like a strip mall, but it's not really a strip mall because it's bougie. But anyhow, it's the mall, and the Sephora at that location has Givenchy. So obviously they're in this expensive area, so they have the more expensive lines of products. I just went in with the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I put TN3 under my eyes. It's a little light, right? And then I have DN3, so dark, and T is supposed to be for tan skin. I feel like dark is great for me, but I want a little bit of brightening because my under eyes, child. Let me go dampen my sponge. But yeah, I think it's rude that my under eyes have been looking so dark lately. Oh, mommy, what are you doing to me? Like, it's her genetics that caused this, right? So I'm just gonna brighten up that under eye. Even though I don't like a light concealer, I mean, I can mess with it right now because I need it, you know? So I'm just gonna buff that out. The eyeshadow though, I love the mattes in this palette. The shimmers are cute too, if you're into that sparkly kind of shimmer. I don't prefer that, so it's not necessarily my go-to, but I can mess with it, you know what I'm saying? All right, contour. Let's do the Face Trace Contour Stick from Westman Atelier in the shade Truffle. I'm gonna use this on my, what do you call this? The bridge of my nose, like my eye socket right there, because I need to create a little bit of dimension. I don't need to, I want to. And I'll just blend that out. This is such an easy contour stick to use. It's a great color because it's not too intense. It has a neutral undertone, and I can just use it in that inner, like the inner part of my eye, and help accentuate the bridge of my nose. And it works really well. All right, let's set with powder. So I'm going to use my usual one size from Patrick Star, not Ta. And we'll just grab the translucent shade. I have the medium shade, but it's a little bit too deep for me, so I stick to just the translucent. I wouldn't use this powder all over my face. It's just a little bit too perfecting. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want my entire face to look this matte and perfect. Even though I do like a perfected look on my skin, I don't need it to look that fake, you know what I mean? So to set everything, I'll go in with my Kosas powder, which also really perfects the skin, but it looks more naturally perfected than the Patrick Star powder, which is just like, girl, you baked and faked, you know? And I don't want to live that life, so I'm just using my good old trusty Kosas. And okay, before we do anything, let me blend a little bit more, because I know my powder kind of kicked up on my eye and I still want this. Oh my god, look, come here, come in. Look how these mattes kind of like just blend into my skin, almost like, especially on this side, like it just looks blurred into my skin, like they're one with my skin, and I am definitely loving that. Okay, Patrick, so I'm gonna need you to come out with like a completely matte palette, all right? Or do a matte and cream. I don't need no shimmers, all right? I know he's never gonna do that because people love shimmers. It's just like I'm waiting for Pat McGrath to do a fully matte palette. She ain't listening to me. She will never do that. She's like, girl, bye. Other people like shimmers, so I will never win that battle. But I would love like an all matte palette from Patrick Ta or from Pat McGrath. All the Pats, okay? They're doing things. All the Pats. This is Valentino. This is one of their cheek to chic, eye to cheek. Cheek to chic is Charlotte Tilbury. I can't keep up no more. This is the eye to cheek blush duo. Like it's an eyeshadow blush kind of hybrid. I love these so much. The shade I'm using is number 5, which is more of a, like a red shade. Yeah, it's like a berry red, but it's not really berry. It's more like a raspberry. That's what I would call it, like a raspberry red shade. I love these powders so much. They're so expensive, but they're so good. And I'm going to keep my face pretty matte because again, I'm about to be on a flight. And you know what? I was gonna wash my face because I don't want to be wearing makeup on a flight, honestly, because I want to sleep and be face down in a pillow, you know, but no, we're gonna edit, so I'm just gonna wear this, but I'm not gonna put lashes on. I'm just gonna use my Macstack mascara. If you haven't tried this out yet, what are you waiting for? How dare you? It's rude of you to not try this out. Oh my god, with this mascara, I don't need lashes. So let me do this and then we'll come back and finish up the rest of the face. All right, so I am back and I am really loving how subtle yet beautiful this look is. I'm going to go in with a little bit of eyeliner. This is from Makeup by Mario. It's a dark brown and I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that on the outer lower lash line. Yeah, just to add a little bit of intensity, but I don't want to go in with a black because I feel like a black would be too intense. For the lips, let's do something simple and easy. I'm going in with this Item Beauty lip oil. Is it a lip oil? Yeah, it's the Lip Quip lip oil in the shade Hey Y'all, which is a light pink. This smells so juicy and delicious. And since I'm going to be wearing a mask, I'm not gonna do anything too crazy on the lips. You know what? Hold on. Let me do a little bit of a YSL lip tint. This is just gonna give me a pop of color. Nothing too crazy. This is shade number 10. It's the Rouge Volupte Shine. And I love these because they are so easy to wear. You pop these on with a lip gloss or a lip oil and they look really juicy and summery. So there you go. A simple, easy, everyday look. We didn't do bronzer. Should we do bronzer? Let me do just a touch of bronzer. This is my Westman Atelier powder bronzer. It's a very subtle bronzer, so it doesn't do too much. It just adds a little bit of shade into the skin, which I can appreciate. So yeah, I think that, yeah, that does it. So here you have it, guys. This is the final look, but let's talk about it. The Patrick Ta palette, I am really in love with the mattes. Oh, here's the final look up close. Isn't that pretty? The mascara I still can't get over. The foundation from Givenchy, I actually really like it, but I feel like the shade may be a little bit too dark, so I have to wait for the summertime to really hit for me to get into the foundation, but I like how it wears. And then everything else I used in this video are tried and true. You guys already know that I love them, and I wanted to do something just simple, get ready with you guys, and showcase the new Patrick Ta palette, and also showcase the jewelry from Ana Luisa before I head out on my trip. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will link everything down below as well as the Ana Luisa website, where again they're having a buy one get one 40% off sale going on right now, so you can get a gift for your mom and also for yourself, because it's like, why not treat yourself since they're having such a great sale. And I'm telling you right now, you will not be disappointed by the quality of Ana Luisa jewelry. I have so many pieces now in my collection that I pull in for everyday wear and also when I want to get glam. So definitely check them out. I will leave the link down below. Even go ahead and click the link just to scroll through and see what they have to offer. You may not be ready to purchase something right now, but definitely browse their website because they have some really nice pieces to select from. I will also leave links to my Instagram and Twitter where you should be following me along. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.